All you peeps, this is Edo here for another Let's Play of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Here with me is Nightshade.
Well, howdy there, partner.
Yeah, we just bumped into a Wild Wild West character. And we're now going to be doing more examining.
But not from the movie Wild Wild West.
Yeah, that would be
weird.
Bizarre.
But also possible because it's LA.
This is where the cars leave the lot.
The arrow on the ground makes it look more like an entrance.
What are you talking about? It's plainly an exit.
Well, maybe it's both. Kind of a dual purpose.
Aha! The theory of relativity.
What?
I've got to write this down. Ah, hey, Mr. Wright. Maybe you know. Was Mr. Relatively German? Or was he British?
Mr. Relativity? Are you sure that was his name?
Also, Relatively is an English name, so that sounds more British than German.
Okay, I'm assuming it's this whole thing.
Well, no time to waste. Let's get hunting for clues. I wonder what this is.
Well, Barn, looks like you got no intention of going home quietly.
Oh, great. The sheriff.
Like I said before, this here's our claim. You best be moseying along, unless you're fixing to bite the bullet.
Scary.
Could you just tell us one thing? Who owns that cart?
Well, the little filly's got a good nose on her. You want to know who rides that red Mustang with the body in her saddle, huh?
Please.
No problem, Martin. About time for vittles anyway. Get yourself to the saloon up on the 12th floor of the Prosecutors Office.
The saloon?
Might just find you a cerveza you like.
Prosecutors Office? Where does this guy think he is? And when, for that matter?
Note to self, look up vitals. Saloon, cerveza.
La cerveza de la Triforce.
Maybe we should check out room 1202, the High Prosecutor's Office.
In any case, stay away from the car. You can look around here all you like, just keep your paws off our claim.
Right. Great.
If you excuse me, I got more whiskey to down.
Great. Maybe there are some clues around here, Mr. Wright. Let's check it out.
Excuse me? Were you two all set?
Us?
What's this? She couldn't be.
You're selling lunches here. This is a crime scene.
Hello. Half and half, was it?
Oh, thanks.
And you, sir? Yes?
Some crunchy goodness coming at you.
Thanks. Interesting way of doing business.
This area is off limits to anyone without clearance, especially passerby. Or are you officers? No, but you don't exactly look like the type to have clearance.
Well, that's hardly a way to greet someone. Even if my days as the cough-up queen are over. Cough-up? Huh?
You know, I'm feeling kind of full. Maybe I'll pass on lunch. I'm quite connected to this case, you see. The images are burned into my eyes, you might say. Yes, all the sordid secrets. Secrets?
Dear me, you are a slow one, aren't you? I'm referring to the murder, the stabbing of that detective. What? And she changed her demeanor in a flat second. A witness clearly saw me committing the crime.
The switch is clearly in the air.
You mean you're the witness my sister was talking about?
Please, cough up queen, tell us what happened.
The name is Angel Star. Don't you go forgetting it.
or before you know it, I'll have you whimpering at my heels. Yes, ma'am. Yipes, she means it. Oh, great. I like how she's got these rice balls at the top of her.
Yes.
Somehow I knew. Yesterday was a day of destiny. I knew something was going to happen. Just like I know that the daily special on Friday every week is salmon.
Destiny? Was yesterday special for some reason?
You're a defense attorney, right? You should know then.
You should know the foul misdeeds of the evil ones who haunt this den of inequity.
Evil ones? Prosecutors. They have no qualms at all about blackening the name of innocence. And yesterday they paid homage to the most evil one of all. They gave an award for King of Prosecutors. What a farce.
So she's saying there was some sort of prosecutors' convention yesterday.
I was almost compelled to lace their lunches with something foul.
Fairly sure that will have count as poisoning and get you evicted.
That's what I thought too.
Do you have a personal grievance against prosecutors or something? Or is there some kind of scientific evidence of this, evil? Young miss, mock me at your own risk.
You'll soon find out why they call me the cough-up queen.
Ew! The most heinous of all the evil ones. The one they awarded yesterday. It was in
his car that they found the body. Proof that he devours the evilest lunches of all.
Really?
Really what? I'm totally confused. You and me both, buddy. One thing's clear. This lunch lady has a thing against prosecutors. So what exactly was it that you witnessed, Miss Starr?
It was a fascinating spectacle, to be sure. I now feel I know what they say when they talk about a woman's wrath. To see Lana Skye wield that knife so... Her knife flashed in anger, bringing him to a sad end. It was truly a sight to see. You mean you saw the very moment of the crime? The sound of his silvery ties to this world being cruelly cut still rings in my ears.
And the rhythmic beat of Lana Skye's knife. Wait a second, you know Lana Skye?
Of course, it's quite a feat, becoming chief prosecutor. How many lunch baskets of sin did she pack to make that journey, I wonder? She's always traveled light.
Now, why would this pretty lunch lady know the chief prosecutor's name?
Could we ask you a bit about yourself, Miss Starr? I come here every day to sell lunches. I import only the freshest and best from the Far East. For some reason, the box lunches are a hit here.
Why not make lunches here rather than import them?
Did you say something? No. Only true connoisseurs can understand. The kind you can only tell someone who has tried General Tso's trilobite lunch set.
Never mind. You win. I don't even want to appreciate part of a trilobite's flavor.
Anyway, I come here every day to sell lunches. My boyfriend works in the security room here at the Prosecutors Office.
Your boyfriend?
See the security room over there?
The glass-walled booth?
I sell my lunches, and since I'm here anyway, I drop in to see him.
Since you're here anyway, I guess selling lunches is more important than romance.
So, to scientifically analyze the data available so far, you, Miss Starr, are a lunch vendor with an ulterior motive for coming here.
Useful analysis. Not. Did you have a bad experience with the prosecutor, Miss Starr? I sense some hostility.
Hostility? Huh, perhaps.
Prosecutors are all alike, and the bigger they get, the worse they smell.
kind of like 10-day-old clams in the chowder.
I wonder if Miss Star was involved in some sort of legal trouble in the past.
And now I want clam chowder.
Clam chowder. That'd be a sure case of food poisoning, scientifically speaking, of course. I mean, now you're talking cough up queen.
I thought she was just a lunch vendor, but now I'm not so sure. Oh, great. Now what?
We moved to another place because we had something to do before she came and interrupt.
Oh, we need to go back. That's right. Let's go.
Look at that sweet place. The February 22nd, the I Prosecutors Office, room
Oh, hi,
1202.
prosecutor, indeed.
With that
Look
sweet
at all
steel
the stuff
samurai
he's
in the
got.
back.
He's got a cravat and he's got a uniform on his wall. Who puts a uniform on his wall?
It's Edgeworth we're talking about.
That is true. Oh, but look how nice and... Dude, why doesn't Phoenix's place look like this? Makes Phoenix's place look like some kind of trash.
Are you trying to compare Phoenix's salary with Edgeworth?
That's very true. You could spruce it up, you know.
This is the kind of room that
Phoenix
just
as
screams,
a bike.
Phoenix does have a bike.
This is the kind of room that just screams, I can do the job. Quite a change from your office, really.
Thanks.
Look, there's a trophy or something here.
A trophy? What? That shield?
It takes real nerve to display stuff like this. Whoever's office this is, he must be a real stuck-up jerk.
There he is.
God. Just looking at the text gives me shivers. The moment I've been waiting for. It's finally here. Mr. Phoenix Wright, you never tire of prying into other people's business, do you? That voice. Oh, that voice.
That face and that cravat.
He's always such a stuck-up looking guy. Long time no see, Edgeworth.
Huh? Mr. Edgeworth!
Huh? You know him from somewhere?
Of course! I'm his biggest fan! My sister introduced us once and...
Right, her sister was a chief prosecutor after all. Well, what brings you here? I'll warn you, I've been known to be a real stuck-up jerk.
No, did I? No, it was just Mr. Wright here.
Hey, don't blame me!
Thrown under the bus.
We're just here to investigate a murder case.
Murder?
A body was found in this nasty bright red sports car in the parking lot.
That would be my car. What of it?
What? Your car?
I'll say one thing, she certainly can scream. Oh, do we talk or do we
No,
examine?
let's bask in the glory of this room first.
This room. Can I just bask in the glory of him?
One step at a time. First a room. Feel in
Fine.
the aura, and then you can bask directly at the body.
Wow, this jacket is even lacier than his usual ones. This must be his lucky trial jacket.
Lucky jacket, right? I've never seen him wear it. Maybe that's why I've been winning all these.
Oh.
All right.
All things
I'm sure
considered,
there's-
it's not lucky at all.
No, I'm sure there's a story behind why it's in a frame. Maybe I'll be naughty and take a picture.
She's getting way too excited about this. That one? I've been wondering, what the heck is this?
It has a big K on it.
Prosecutors. Huh? What's that?
King K rules of prosecutors. I got it.
It's the King of Prosecutors trophy.
I was close enough.
King of Prosecutors? It's a great honor. They send that shield to the best prosecutor each year. What? So that K, that's...
K stands for king?
Yeah, you got a problem with that? I didn't design the thing.
King of prosecutors. Kind of like employee of the month, only better.
Oh, it's got added to my court record. Cool. Ooh, the chess. That's chess, right?
Hey, a chessboard.
I'm not too up on my chess, but it looks like blue's in a bit of a tight spot.
The red knights have surrounded the blue pawn.
Huh?
Those horses are mounted knights. Their swords have really sharp edges. And check out the poor pawn. His head is kind of spiky. Kind of reminds me of you. Mr. Edgeworth must be an avid chess player. What's wrong, Mr. Wright?
Edges surrounding the pawn with spiky hair. Nah, it's nothing. Oh, it is not nothing, and you know it! Bullcrap!
His vengeance will be terrible.
My. What an amazing bouquet. Just right for Mr. Edgeworth.
No kidding. Hey, there's a card on it. Back from the dead. Wendy. Wendy? I've heard that name somewhere before.
Oh, we sure did.
And besides it, a giant steel samurai. Wow, I want one.
Huh? There's something written on the bottom of his foot. Between a rock and a hard place. Wendy.
Wendy? Is she Mr. Edgeworth's fiance?
I don't think so.
Even in another case, the whole bag is still here.
Work desk. It's quite tidy, as one might expect.
What a nice desk. Easy to use and easy on the eyes. It's polished so well, I can see my own reflection.
Oh. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe?
Gotta make it shine, pal!
Maybe I'll take that name plaque as a souvenir.
Don't. He'll sue you. Is that everything?
I think the ladder.
Whoa! These are all case files? They're stacked up to the ceiling. There's even a ladder.
Odd. I thought Edgeworth wasn't good with heights.
He must have someone get them for him.
Once again. Strange. Why did I just picture Detective Gumshoe? Again.
Going up, pal!
He must study these case reports so closely. He's so cool.
You wouldn't say that if you saw him sweating bullets up on that ladder.
I think that was it.
Now think that's everything. Oh, the couch? Or
I'm fairly sure it's the same thing. Oh, no.
Mr. Edgeworth has such a comfy sofa.
Sofas like this make me want to curl up and take a nap.
I bet he pores over his case files here until the wee hours of the morning. Then he takes off his jacket, rolls up his sleeves, and goes to sleep using his arms as a pillow.
I don't believe it. She's actually daydreaming about Edgeworth working.
I bet in the morning he has sofa hair and little creases in his cheek from the seams. He's so cool.
Sofa hair is cool? What are you talking about, Mr. Spiky Hair? Oh, great. Okay, alright, let's talk.
Let's have a wee chat.
Let's have a wee chat.
So, the body was found in your car. Go ahead, say it right. I love you?
Jumping to conclusions here yet again.
Come on! It's screaming to be heard. You think I did it, don't you? After you went through all that trouble to help me last year, no less.
No, we don't think you did it. I mean, it was my sister who stabbed him. Wait, no, she didn't do that. I mean...
Wait. So you're the chief prosecutor's little sister, then?
Yes, sir. Emma Skye. It's nice to meet you again.
Now that didn't sound forced at all. Now I remember. You've really grown. I'll admit it was a surprise to me, too, to think that my own car would become the scene of a murder. More surprising still, now I'm forced to prove my superior's guilt. I can understand. Wait, what did you say? Lana Skye is the chief prosecutor, the top prosecutor in the district. She can't prosecute herself, so I'll be the prosecutor at the trial tomorrow.
And here's the third check on the checklist.
You, Mr. Edgeworth?
Well, we're boned.
See, the Phoenix Wright checklist of cases goes like this. Murder case, check. Witness, check. Edgeworth, checked.
Exactly. To be honest, it's a bit of a miracle I'm still here at all. What do you mean? Rumors? You've heard the rumors about me, haven't you? Miles Edgeworth. It's hard to remember a time when there weren't rumors about this guy. Forging evidence, arranging false testimony, illegal searches, you name it. Thanks to you, my innocence was established in the trial at the end of last year. However, there are some who say I'm the one responsible for the current incident. What? That's crazy! Some people need very little excuse to think ill of others. It's a fact of life, impossible to stop. But some of them even go as far as to present me with toys like this. They think it's funny. Toys? That bronze shield? There's got to be a story behind that one. Chief Prosecutor Sky. Yes, we worked together on the case 2 years ago. It was my first big case.
That's right, I remember.
2 years ago. I wasn't even a lawyer yet. Has it only been a year?
Yeah, it's been only a year. Like, when you say last year, it's because it was Christmas.
Oh, okay. Since then, I always felt that she was looking out for me. It appears I was mistaken.
Mistaken? Why? I mean, I know she's not the warmest person, but I'm sure she felt some responsibility for you.
Then, why? Why did she stab someone in the trunk of my car? Not only that, she stabbed him with my knife.
What? Mr. Edgeworth, your knife was the murder weapon?
To be specific, it was the knife kept in the toolbox in the trunk of my car. Oh, great.
The one I used to stab people. Wait, you didn't hear me say that.
Yeah, what would the knife be used for?
Well, cutting wires and stuff.
Why would you want to cut a wire in a car, though?
I mean, if it's something that you have to refix or affix or something, is like you need the knife to actually just cut from the wheel.
I guess. Edgeworth? What? Are you sure you didn't do it? Wow, you just pissed him off, Phoenix. Great job. Bravo. Good job here. Come on, can't he take a joke?
You have a strange sense of humor, Mr. Wright.
Indeed, he does. Can I do anything from here?
He clued in on something that you should basically approach on.
A knife?
No.
No? The cake?
Yeah.
Oh, the card?
The cake?
Oh, the cake.
Oh, the K. I heard cake. I was like, how does this look like a cake?
How do I... Oh. So, in other words, you were the best of the best this year, huh? You can take that foolish grin elsewhere, right? I lost a day of work to receive that travesty.
Huh? Why is that?
I had to go to the police department ceremony to receive that broken shield. The police department? Yes, right next to the police station downtown. You've been there, correct? Where Detective Gumshoe works. Yeah.
I was wondering something about your shield. Why is it broken?
What does it matter? I've got more important things to worry about.
Oh, right.
He doesn't seem too concerned about his award, for better or for worse. Yesterday was a very busy day for the prosecutor's office.
Maybe we should ask him more about yesterday?
Oh, so now I can talk.
The day of the crime.
Could you tell me more about yesterday, the day of the murder? Yesterday was the annual cleaning day at the Prosecutors Office.
Cleaning day?
Working with the police department, we sort and file all evidence for solved cases. We call it evidence transferal.
Wiping your hands of old cases, in other words.
Oh, and another thing. A ceremony was held at the police department. There's an annual review and awards for outstanding police officers and prosecutors. And that's when you got the shield. I was at the police department yesterday afternoon. I got back here at 5:12. Okay, 5:12. That's very precise.
People like myself and Mr. Edgeworth pride ourselves on our precision, Mr. Wright.
No, I place little faith in my memory. The only thing I trust is solid evidence.
Oh, you get a parking stub.
This is the parking stub from the underground lot. The murder took place around 5:15.
So the murder happened right after you got back.
What, Wright? I'd appreciate it if you direct that suspicious glare elsewhere. Oh, God. Who?
Excuse me, but is Mr. Edgeworth, anywhere on the premises?
I'm Edgeworth. What is it?
I'm here, sir! At the request of the chief, sir! I've got your report, sir!
Oh, God, what is with this guy? Report? What? Did you find new evidence in the case against Chief Prosecutor Sky? I don't like the way this conversation is going at all.
Sky, sir? No, sir! No name of that kind, sir! Not in this report, sir!
No? I think I just heard Edgeworth's lid below.
Mr. Edgeworth's lid isn't on very tight, is it?
I made a clear request to the police department, did I not? I need to focus on the trial tomorrow, so don't bring me anything unrelated.
Sir! But sir! I'm just following orders, sir. They told me to bring this to you. I wasn't aware of the particulars of your arrangement with...
Give me your name.
Yes, sir. Meekins, sir. Officer Meekins.
Right. Officer Meekins, take your report and leave. And good luck with that raise next month.
But sir, I didn't know.
Oh, poor guy. He gets the punishment of Gumshoe. Poor guy. Looks like he was absent on the day they gave out brains. Good luck.
That's just uncalled for, sir.
And then he went.
Set the office on fire.
Right. Yes, sir. He caught me off guard. As you can see, I'm busy. You may leave now.
Let's do what he says, Mr. Wright.
The victim was a detective from the same department as the patrolman just now. Go down to the police department. You can ask more there. Thanks. He seems to have finally calmed down at least. Poor Edgy Poo. Poor Edgy Poo. Alright. I guess now... Wait. You have to go back to the underground parking lot? Oh,
yeah, it's a pretty weird thing where you have to go that way and then you have to leave from here. It's really weird.
Well,
I got lost all the time here, sir.
Thanks, Mr. Meekins. Oh.
February 22, Police Department, entrance.
Whew, we're finally here. Why would they put the detective so far away from the prosecutor's office?
That took almost 30 minutes by taxi, and traffic wasn't even that bad. This is my first time to the police department, actually. Hold on. What's that?
It's the feed of your nightmares.
Disturbing. Why does it undulate like that?
Oh, wait, I know. This is the Blue Badger? They're trying to make him the police mascot.
Wow, Mr. Wright, you know a lot about the police department. Still, he does seem familiar somehow.
Forget the Blue Badger. Who's that next to him?
Someone appears to be dancing with the blue badger. Uh-oh, he noticed me.
He sure is running over here fast.
Hey, pal, what are you doing here?
It's Gumshoe! I miss Gumshoe. That's my line, Detective Gumshoe. Specifically, why were you dancing over there?
What? Well...
Well, at least he doesn't seem to be busy. This is our chance to get information.
Hey, I'll have you know I'm a very buzzy man, pal. Very busy.
You said buzzy!
Very busy.
You're the best, Nightshade. Okay, let's...
So buzzy. I don't have time to deal with this crap. I'll give you one word of advice, pal. You better not agree to defend the suspect in this case.
Why not?
Huh? Well, it's just that the chief prosecutor has confessed to the crime. She says she summoned a detective to the prosecutor's office and she killed him.
But what if she's not telling the truth?
Yes, well, no. Come on, Paul. There's plenty of evidence against her, and...
But what if the evidence was faked?
Now that is a lot of if, girl. Hey, pal. Can I speak to you for a second?
Huh? Me?
Come here. Come here. Come here. Why is this little girl so peeved at me?
She's a relative of the suspect, Lana Sky's sister.
Whoa! The chief's prosecutor's little sister!
Just please investigate this case carefully, okay? Scientifically.
Yes, sir! Oh, by the way, you might want to keep your voices down. You don't want to be overheard using the words like faked.
Huh?
It's a sensitive issue with us these days.
Ooh. So, what are you doing here, Detective Gumshoe?
Me? Oh, well, nothing really. They kicked me out of criminal affairs.
Detective Gumshoe, what did you do this time?
What do you mean this time?
Then, what happened? I know things are busy right now. I mean, with my sister's case and all.
It's true. We've never had a chief prosecutor murder anyone before. Only the highest ranked people are... Only the highest ranked people are being let into the criminal affairs now. The lowest ranking guy in there is our chief of detectives. They're not letting any of us rank and file detectives in at all.
None of you?
I know this is an important trial, but isn't that a little odd?
It also doesn't help that there's only 2 detectives and the other one's dead. But what am I talking? So anyway, I thought I'll spend the day getting the Badger dance down pat.
Isn't there anything else you could be doing?
The chief of police himself is directing this investigation, pal. And Officer Marshall was assigned to the underground parking lot.
Oh god, cowboy.
Officer Marshall?
Now that I think about it, Emma did seem to know that Marshall guy.
A patrolman in charge of a crime scene. It's unheard of, pal.
Well, now what?
I think you can present stuff to him. Or you can look at the Badger forever.
I was wondering about that.
What? The dancing blue Badger? It's my masterpiece.
What? Oh, there
Look
goes
at
my-
it.
You
Work of
made
art.
this, Detective Gumshoe?
The chief drew together some designs, and I just did my thing, pal.
Nice work.
It's battery powered, so it can go anywhere. There's no switch, so it just dances until the battery dies. Or
Poor
batteries
blue-
die.
Poor blue badger, fated to dance until he drops.
Okay. Can we examine anything else, or...?
I always get excited when I come to the police station.
Why is that?
It just feels like I've jumped into a movie.
Huh?
You You know, with all the police and criminals.
Well, I don't know if this is all that exciting.
Sure it is. Look at those two officers over there. They're probably talking about the latest bust.
Funny, I thought they were talking about the weather.
Yeah, it turned out the weather was a bust.
Mr. Wright, do you know why patrol cars are painted black and white?
No idea. Why?
Well, I think they're designed after a panda.
Ha.
Panda?
Not that I have scientific proof. It's just a theory.
We called them raccoon bears around these
Do
parts
you
last.
mind me asking how you came up with that theory?
It was when I was on a school trip. I saw a patrol car, and it came to me. We had just been at the zoo, see?
Stop it right there.
What about zebras? Or did they not have those at your zoo? Okay, so I can't talk anything more to him.
I think you have to show him stuff at this point.
Let's show him. Let's show him this.
Hey, that's it! That's the King of Prosecutors Award that Mr. Edgeworth got yesterday.
Were you at the award ceremony, Detective Gumshoe?
Of course, pal. I got an award for diligence myself.
Ah, congratulations.
I was wondering, why is the award a shield? And why is it broken?
Oh, there's a reason. I'll tell you what it is later.
Apparently he's forgotten.
But I was proud of Mr. Edgeworth for winning that award. He's even got naysayers. Naysayers? Yeah,
Naysayers.
I know, it's a weird way.
I don't know, like the way it was written, I was like naysayers. I was like, what? He's even got naysayers in the prosecutor's office.
Yeah, we've heard about the rumors. Detective Gumshoe, what can you tell me about this?
Huh? Hey, pal, this is a detective's ID card. You can't just keep that. You have to turn it into the police. It's people like you that get me into so much trouble all the time.
Meaning Detective Gumshoe must drop his card a lot.
Let's see. Bruce Goodman. Goodman. Sounds familiar. Nah, my mistake.
What?
But don't you work together with him in criminal affairs?
Whoa! Now I remember. Bruce Goodman. He's the victim.
That's what I thought.
Can you tell us more, Detective Gumshoe?
Oh wait, so is it in the top now? Let's check it.
Yeah, Bruce Goodman.
So, this ID card belongs to the victim.
He was a detective, like myself. There's just two of us, so it was easy to recognize each other. Detective Bruce Goodman. Have you ever seen any other detective in this precinct? I don't think so.
Don't you think it's strange? I mean, why would the victim's ID card be lying on the ground where we found it?
Aliens. Well, Detective Goodman should have been at the police department yesterday.
Should.
That's what I
That's the
said.
key word.
Oh, should, yes. There was an evidence transferal for a case he handled 2 years ago.
Evidence transferal. Mr. Edward mentioned that too. But Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office.
Well, that's the thing. It's hard to say this, but word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky, the screen just went off on. Great. I need to keep moving this mouse cursor so it doesn't go on rest mode. Word is that Chief Prosecutor Sky called him out there to the parking lot.
And Lana's confessing as much.
Got more stuff to give?
Let me see.
More stuff.
I'm gonna show the knife. Oh wait.
Found in Mr. Edgeworth's car. Stabbed with Mr. Edgeworth's knife, huh? What will drive Chief Prosecutor Sky to do such a thing? Wait, I mean, sure, of course, someone else really did it. Someone must have a grudge against Mr. Edgeworth.
The car and the knife do seem a little too well organized to be a coincidence.
Poor Mr. Edgeworth. What could have happened?
We have to find out a little more about what's going on with Edgeworth. I want every detail of Edgeworth.
All the gossips.
Detail.
It's fine. I'm monitoring him 24/7 with this camera. Wait, you didn't hear me say that. As a detective, I have to keep my mouth shut on that one. I know better than to go babbling about things I don't know about.
No, I wouldn't want you to do that either.
Good.
Damn it. Mother. Oh wait, oh no. It popped up something else. Yeah. Rumors at law.
He's in a tough spot. Again.
Oh,
he shot someone else today.
When the smiley face lost its eye. I will never forget that.
It all started with the murder of that defense attorney Ammon, destroying the smiley face of Flowey.
But Edward was found innocent.
Listen, pal, there have always been rumors about Edgeworth. Forging evidence, making deals with witnesses, his fandom, his secret dealings, his secret spa break.
His secret crush with Phoenix Wright. All the stuff that we know. Important stuff.
Now that one I'm fairly sure has been made up, but
no,
nothing outright. But there were always whispered rumors. Ever since he was accused of murder, no one's whispering. They're practically shouting.
But there's no evidence against him.
Well, Mr. Edgeworth has always had unusually strong ties to the department higher ups, and if there's anything this game has taught us, is that evidence really means squat for arrest.
Right.
It's only natural that people will be suspicious.
I had no idea
but
he was under the gun.
Anyway, this latest case has started a new rumor. People say the only reason he took this case is because he's aiming for the chief prosecutor's position himself.
What?
But I know the truth, pal. Nobody wants to be the one who has to prosecute the chief prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth is biting the bullet on this one. He's doing this for all of us. And that's all I know about that. I'm not officially on the case, you know.
Thank you.
Why aren't you handling the case, Detective Gumshoe? You met the guy who is... what is his name? The guy in the parking lot?
That'll be Officer Marshall. He was appointed directly by the chief of police.
Officer Marshall? He's some kind of Wild West sheriff or something?
No, Jake Marshall's just a regular officer.
Yes, regular.
Hey, in this world, anything's pretty much regular. From West LA.
So that would translate to what?
You mean in Japan?
Yeah.
I don't know.
He's on
Osaka?
Osaka? He's in Osaka? That's so horribly stereotypic, but that seems to be always the connection when it comes to
it's
that.
even more. It will be even more weird in the Japanese version because he's not even American and he has the cowboy thing.
Nah, that is true. For a moment there, I wasn't sure.
Look, pal, let me try to make things a little easier for you. Show them this, and they'll let you examine the crime scene. Maybe.
Letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoes added to the court record. Okay, I'll be surprised if this gets us anywhere.
Just act like you're supposed to be there, and nobody will look at you twice, pal.
Okay, and I guess we move from there.
I mean, that's how I react each time I see you doing that in past cases.
Oh, here we go.
February 22nd, Prosecutors Office, underground parking lot. Not sure how long it's been, but who cares?
Looks like the investigation is still going.
I'm fairly sure that's you.
I have to be getting back to the shop. Sorry, looks like I'll be stuck in this pit.
Oh, no,
that is you.
No, sorry. Looks like I'll be stuck in this bit till the sun sleeps. That's you.
I'll see you in my
I think.
dreams tonight.
No, wait,
then,
no.
Baby. Oh, it is her!
Yeah.
Oh, still here.
She was talking to somebody, he replied, and then she replied.
Ike. Hello. Why the surprise looks? Didn't I mention I've got a boyfriend in criminal affairs too? What happened to the security guard?
Hey, what's wrong, Bambina? You're looking like a doggy that's lost its herd.
Jake Marshall. Strange guy to put in charge of a crime scene. Great.
There's something I wanted to ask you.
The scene of the crime. Cold grave for men who's lost their dreams. And me, I watch over them as they sleep, dreaming of the desert's harsh judgment. A little creepy if you ask me, but...
He is asleep.
Well, should we show this hopeless case something to catch his interest? Oh, let's start.
There's some...
Oh no, it's the same thing, huh? Oh,
Yeah, it's the same thing until you give him the thing that will actually make him talk.
oh great.
You know, a good old classic.
What about the show? The paper.
Probably.
Would you mind reading this for me?
What's this? I warn you, fan letters to me go right in the spittoon.
It's a letter of introduction from Detective Gumshoe. May we investigate?
Gumshoe? Ah, that whole cow dog. He holding a birthday party or something?
Huh?
Look, where it shall say letter of introduction, it says invitation.
Ah, I think he just miswrote it. Great, Detective Gumshoe. I owe you one.
No worries. Disprove it's from Detective Gumshoe, better than a blood test. And there's also a check of $50 in there, so I'm not questioning it. Guess I'll better let you in then.
He would not have that money. That's false. You know it.
He doesn't have to know that.
Detective Gumshoe is a cheapskate,
It's a
and you know
check.
it.
It's a check. You can put whatever numbers on it. It's just gonna bounce.
Thank you, Officer Marshall.
Officer Marshall isn't a detective. He's a patrolman. That reminds me of something.
That is odd. Isn't a crime scene supposed to be handled by a detective or higher?
Well, folks, the clues are calling. Welcome to our gold strike. Be like the settler of Catan. Strike out for lands unknown. Manifest destiny. Let's have a hootenanny. Now, cheers.
Note to self. Police investigations are like settling land. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you say?
I say I won't be needing this anymore.
Oh no.
Crumpled and like I literally pictured Phoenix just crumbling it up in a piece and just kicking it with his feet.
And that's all she wrote, Pat.
Okay, so now what? Can I talk to him now? Let's see. There we go. Now we can talk to him. Officer Marshall, could you tell us more about the victim?
Good men always die young. Remember that part.
Could you be a little more specific?
Bruce Goodman. He was a detective, right?
Well, aren't you a feisty doggy now? Detective Goodman was stabbed here at 5:15. Smiling Madonna told me to tell.
Madonna. I think he means the witness, Miss Angel Star.
One stab to the chest. Fine piece of work. This here's a autopsy report.
Autopsy report.
Was my sister involved with the victim in any way?
Funny she'll mention that, Bambina. Chief Prospector Sky and Detective Goodman had nothing in common at all.
Nothing in common.
They apparently worked together on a case a few years back.
So, there's no motive.
Goodman wasn't a particularly gifted detective. Kinda sucked, if you ask me. That's one reason why he didn't do much work with the chief prospector.
But my sister called the victim here on the day of the murder, right? Here, to this parking lot?
So it seems. Like calling an unharmed man to a shootout at high noon.
Oh god, it's high noon.
We made this joke before, we're not doing it again.
I don't mean any offense, but Officer Marshall, you're a patrolman, right? Not a detective.
You calling me out? They shoot you for that in Texas.
Huh?
I was one of them fancy shoe detectives till 2 years ago, to tell you the truth.
2 years ago. 2 years ago. That's all I'm hearing. 2 years ago. Can I just find out what happened 2 years ago, please? Thank you.
The title of this episode is Episode 2 Years Ago.
2 years ago. Oh, really? Now he tells me.
But you're a patrolman now, so how can you be in charge of a crime scene?
Nothing gets by you, does it, Bambina?
So why are you in charge?
No reason. We're just short on hands right now. I'm keeping an eye out in the meantime.
That's odd, though. Detective Gumshoe was saying he had nothing to do. Nothing important, at least.
He's nothing but a sad old cowdog that can't find his tail. Maybe it's because he runs with that Edgeworth, eh?
Edgeworth.
That cowdog's been kicked out of his cattle run by order of the chief of police. Just, he don't realize it yet.
Detective Gumshoe kicked out of the investigation?
I mean, we gave the papers, now we can check the stuff.
Wait, we can look around?
We can examine the car now, which we were not allowed earlier.
Oh, that's right, I had to push this button.
Examining
Yes.
the car.
Examining the cars.
What's this? Looks like a note of some sort.
Look, something's written on it.
Okay. You're right. Let's see.
B75! That's not even a proper bingo.
7S122.
There's a name printed on the paper above that. Goodman.
Maybe it fell out of his pocket when he was killed.
Well, so, what does it mean, Mr. Wright?
How am I supposed to know?
Note to self, for deductive reasoning, go to Edgeworth, not Wright.
I'm sure Edgeworth wouldn't know what this means either. Anything else I can examine? This appears to be the car where the body was found. It looks like the lock on the trunk is busted. The crime took place in the underground parking lot at the Prosecutors Office. The body was found in the trunk of my subordinate's car.
Quite a luxury car. It just screams, I have money to burn.
Yeah, prosecutors get the big bucks.
Is that a bit of jealousy I hear here, Phoenix?
This looks like a cell phone.
Scientific analysis would suggest this belonged to the victim. I can't think of anyone else it could belong to.
What's so scientific about that? Should we check it out? Check it out! Right, let's check it out. Okay.
We found the button.
This display is still on the redial button.
Redial?
Mr. Wright, most phones keep a record of all the calls you've made and received. You just press the blue button to dial the last number you called.
Have you seen my phone?
Isn't it?
I know, right?
I'm surprised you didn't know about it. I'm trying to think.
This kind of phone at this kind of time. What would have this been? 2000 something?
Actually, there is an official timeline. Let me get it up.
I'm very curious.
But definitely they didn't know about smartphone back then, goes.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Obviously.
It was way before that. Sorry to disappoint you, but even I know about things like redial.
Huh? Oh, I'm sorry. It's just, you never know with people from your generation.
Whatever. Let's check this phone out. Oh. Now I wonder who the owner of this phone called last.
Note to self, a defense attorney doesn't think first. He just pushes buttons.
For the record, this case takes part in 2017 in the game lore.
Wow, really? Jeez.
Yeah.
They're
But
definitely
this
behind
game came out like 20 years ago. Well, maybe not 20 years ago, but way before the smartphone existed, so...
It's behind its
that
time, so
explains.
it's a parallel universe. Okay. Beep.
It was all
Oh.
confirmed.
Hey, that song. I know that.
Hey, what's going on over there?
Aw. It was that samurai music, I believe. Sorry.
I see you, partner. You pressed the dial on their phone, didn't you?
Well, yeah.
Whose phone is this anyway? It was on the ground over there.
Whose is it? That belongs to Chief Prospector Sky.
What? It's my sister's.
Wouldn't you think she would know what her sister's phone looks like?
She apparently dropped it when she was taken into custody, right after the crime. Look, the last call was made right when the murder occurred. Looks like she was fixing the call of someone. Except, she only spoke for a few seconds, according to this.
Who did she call? Ghostbusters?
No idea. Sorry, partner. Now, I got a question for you, partner. I heard a phone ring just now. One of those newfangled ringtones.
Oh, that? Oh, I'm sorry. That was my phone.
Which is even more older considering it's 2017. What? Your phone?
Yeah, it's kind of strange, but someone called me right as we picked up the other phone. A wrong number.
I hope you're not lying. They shoot you for that in Texas, partner.
Uh-oh. I have incited the wrath of the Lone Star Patrolman. Da-da-da. I'm assuming now there's nothing else I can examine. Oh, here we go.
Oh, there we go.
So, there's no connection between Detective Goodman and my sister.
That's correct, but
Of course, there's a but.
there's no Larry, so we're fine. There's a gold mine of evidence against her. And Prospector tomorrow is none other than Edgeworth himself. I'm afraid your sister's fate is decided, Bambina. Many condolences.
Condolences.
Don't you even start with me.
Officer Marshall,
Yeah, Bambina?
how can you say that? You and my sister, you were...
Is there something between this cop and her sister that I don't know about?
We may have frolicked in the flowers, yes? No. I apologize, Bambina. Something must have gotten to me. Maybe it's that dry wind that's blowing through the Prospector's office.
Dry wind or ill will, someone's up to something here. But who?
Suspicions about Mr. Edgeworth has been flying around for nearly 2 years now.
Forged evidence, arranging testimonies, you name it.
He was unbeatable because he did whatever it took to win. Unbeatable, that is, until he met you. Then you slapped him in the face so hard he never recovered.
But rumors are just rumors, aren't they? These are prosecutors we're talking about. Evidence is everything to them.
If you follow the rumors about Edgeworth to their source, you find one person. Except Von Karma, he's been dealt with. But they're off limits. Untouchable, you might say.
One person? Who?
Bambina, it's your sister. Chief Prospector Lana Sky.
What? My sister?
Edgeworth couldn't rustle all those cattle by himself. Some people load their guns with bullets. Some people load them with deals.
What, you're saying Edgeworth was making deals to win trials?
Where's there's gunshots, there's bound to be bullets. That's what the old timers say. There's a big old secret hidden around here somewhere. Everyone knows it.
Is that why Detective Gumshoe was taken off the case? Did they target him because he was closest to Edgeworth?
So, well, how are we doing, Mr. Wright?
I guess we've got some clues. We have an autopsy report, a note from the victim, and a cell phone.
So, you think we'll be okay?
Well, the only thing still bothering me is that Lana is confessing to the crime. She says she did it.
No problem. I can guarantee that she's not the criminal.
Oh, by the way, Emma?
Yes?
I know that song your phone plays when it rings.
What?
Beep. It's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? A popular TV show for kids. Emphasize on the word kids.
Are you trying to shame the lady? Also, I'm totally not listening right now.
Oh, the phone that just rang wasn't mine. It was yours. At 5:18, just after the murder took place, your sister called you. Didn't she, Emma?
Still not listening.
I'm sorry.
Can you tell me what you talked about?
She hung up right away.
I see. Oh, okay, so Lana was calling her as the scene of the crime was happening. Uh-oh. A detective is murdered, and the suspect is the top prosecutor in the district. I've got a bad feeling about this. Like, maybe I still don't know everything that went on here.
I mean, what else is new?
Just a typical day in the life of being a lawyer.
To be continued.
All right.
Only took us.
Clear staging up to this point. Yes.
Only took us an hour and a half to get to the first day of court.
All right, and in the next episode, I guess we're gonna finally go to court, which means Edgy Boo.
You just saw him.
It's not clearly enough. You can never have enough of.
Well, you can buckle down because we already know this case takes forever.
Yeah. So this was Phoenix, right? Ace Attorney with me and Nightshade.
So long, Edobean.
And with that, we are out of here.